Today we are talking about worst types of people to travel with. Number 1, people who are unsure or procrastinate. When I say unsure or procrastinate, I'm pretty much talking about the people when we have everything arranged, we have everything set up to book the flight, and I'm booking my flight, and then you decide to book your flight the last minute before our trip, and either you can't get on the plane or you have to take a different flight, you have to get into a different hotel because you decided to procrastinate. If I ask you if you want to go on a trip and I give you enough time and say this trip is in the next 3 months, I feel like I should get an answer in the next 2-3 weeks. Number 2, people who don't have money. The reason why I bring this one up is because there's always someone who wants to travel and explore the world with you but have no money. And I get it, times are hard, but don't force it if you can't afford it. That is my motto. Don't force it if you can't afford it. It's just not worth it. These people, if they don't have money, you are gonna either end up, if you're like me, paying for that person's flight, hotel, food, activity, whatever it is. So if they don't have money, stay home. Number 3, people who are not punctual. This I cannot stress as much. If your flight leaves at 5:45 a.m., do not leave your house at 3:45 and then expecting to make it to the airport on time, which you have to take into account traffic, any unfortunate events. You may have forgotten your passport or ID and now you have to go back and get it. Gate change, delays. These are things that you need to prepare for ahead of time. So being late will not work. People who are always late, maybe they're not the best ones to always travel with. And if you are going to travel with them, try to give them 3 hours in advance to get to the airport. Number 4, people who don't help you plan your trip at all. So now meanwhile, you've already planned the activities, what hotel we're going to stay at, where we're going to eat for dinner or lunch, what club we're going to go to, what flight we're going to get on. An individual does not want to participate in planning or contributing to the trip. Maybe you need to find someone who's more enthusiastic about the trip. 5, people who do not like to be cost efficient. I will admit, I am very cheap. However, I like to stay in a nice hotel, but for the right price. I like to get on a comfortable flight, but for the right price. I like to do fun activities, but for the right price. Now, if someone wants to do an activity that's maybe just for one day and cost, I don't know, $1,000 for that one activity or a concert or whatever it is not worth the money for the one day, you need to reevaluate your plans. 6, people who are glued to their phones. I cannot stress that enough. We're on vacation. Yes, I'm guilty. I like to take selfies, so I'll take a couple selfies here and there. But after that, it is our time to enjoy each other's space, to enjoy your own space, enjoy that country and the culture. So please watch out for those people who are always glued to their phones. 7, people who are not willing to try new things. I'm not going to say much about that. It's just simple math. You're going to a new country to experience new things. You might want to try 1 or 2 new things that you don't do in your country. Number 8, people who are culturally insensitive. That is a big one for me. Whoever I travel with, they have to want to embrace another culture. When I say culturally insensitive, I'm basically saying that someone who has no respect for another person's culture. We are going to another country, and I must say sometimes we feel entitled and we forget that we're in someone else's country where the laws might be different or the culture might not be different. Please, whoever you are taking, make sure that they are respectful to another person's culture. They do not have to accept it, but they should definitely be respectful. Number 9, people who take big risk. You know, we're on vacation. I like to come back whole. I don't want to come back with a broken bone, broken arm because I tried something extreme, or I don't want to take someone on a trip who decides to just walk off with strangers that they just met in a club. I don't know who this person is. If you know that one person who's always taking big risks, maybe you should think twice about taking them. Number 10, people who don't take risk at all. They don't want to try new food. They don't want to try new activities. They're basically there just to look cute, take pictures, stay in the hotel room. But they do not want to take any risk. And when I say any risk, I am saying trying new activities. People who are not responsible. When I say people who are not responsible, I am talking about individuals who maybe are always losing their money or their passport, people who go past their drinking limit, or as I said, people who are going with a stranger and maybe not notifying their friend that, hey, I'm going with this person, or I'm going off here, and just not putting someone else at risk. And someone's lack of responsibility can affect another person, and so we just want to be mindful of that whenever we go on vacation. Now, thank you guys. That is all that I have for you today. If you like what I had to say today, please comment below, leave a like, subscribe, and I will catch you next time. Stay safe.